time for the Susan Taylor Podcast, where we discuss the yoga of mind, medicine, and healing. Author of Feeling Good Matters, Sexual Radiance, and the Vital Energy Program, Dr. Taylor imparts authentic knowledge and practical tools that inspire, educate, and empower us to be a healing force for positive change. So join us and take your life and our planet to the next level.
Hello and welcome to episode 153, Train Your Mind for Happiness in 2021, with 3 steps to get started. For those that don't know, I will be doing a 21-day transformation starting February 1st, 2021. And if you'd like to be part of that, just go to susantaylor.org and click on events, and the event will be there, and I will give you a notification when it comes. So for today, we're starting that whole process with training our mind for happiness. You know, the custom of starting the new year with a resolution has good intentions behind it. You know, with a little self-reflection, we all see areas of our life we'd like to improve and bad habits that we want to break. But for most people, perhaps as many as 90% or more, good intentions don't go very far. In fact, we forget our New Year's resolutions as the force of our habit and conditioning take hold again. Well, there may be a better way, and it's based on a simple yet powerful kind of reinforcement. By setting an intention, intentions are very powerful, and having a simple format to follow every day, you can accomplish 2 things. First, you'll train your brain to adapt to a new way of thinking, and second, you'll be able to begin to strengthen that confidence that's within you, and you'll have an inner wakefulness. You know, a life filled with happiness should contain skills that lead to practical changes, and using a precise, skillful, and practical plan is one of the most valuable skills you can master. And that's why my intention is to offer you this Return to Radiance in 2021. That was the whole intention behind that, because we all have the intention of wanting to be happy, but we really need a setup and a precise plan in order to get to that place. You know, we know that there are countless things a person can want, but ultimately, as I just mentioned, it's really to be happy. And being consistent for a whole year with a resolution, for example, can prove to be very challenging. But if we follow a plan, which I'm going to help you put together, and be simple and precise, you can build a future for successes, and you'll learn how to get that feeling of success, because you learn to overcome the inner obstacles. We have to overcome inner obstacles, because whenever we start out with something, there's always going to be obstacles that appear. And it's our ability to overcome those obstacles that really helps us in achieving our success. The first thing, though, we must do before getting started is to actually recognize our intentions, the underlying what you want and why you want it, knowing that your intentions are powerful since they fuel the energy for success if they're acknowledged. Let's look at some qualities of being happy. People have said to me in the client bases, the people that I've worked with, happiness means to them vitality, having an energetic body, feeling love and compassion for themselves as well as others, having a clear mind, free of worry and fatigue. I know that's a big one even for me. Feeling lightness of being. All of those are qualities of being happy. But all of these qualities, if we think about it, involve the body, emotions, and the mind, as well as the spirit. These are the domains of our consciousness where pure awareness takes the form as sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts. You know, flow is the key for health and happiness. And I always talk about flow in all of my books I've even had and workshops, etc., that we need to flow. Our subtle energy needs to flow. When it gets blocked, that's where we have our mind starts to decline, and then disease sets in. You know, it's natural for us to crave flow, right? Everyone's life needs unobstructed flow. And so I do spend a lot of time in all the programs and the personal healing programs that I do for people. All deal with how do we get the flow going? Because once we get the flow going, then we can drop in the herbs and the good nutrition and the good food in order to heal the whole system. We're always aiming to overcome resistance and blockages that distort our feelings and thoughts, as well as compromise our energy, vitality, and overall well-being. So to make changes requires a new way of approaching the body, emotions, mind, and spirit. As a single stream of being, they're not separate. This is easily accomplished by a small shift in our daily routine. And I've outlined 3 steps for you to get started. Take a few moments, step 1, right? Take a few moments and stretch. Move your body when you wake up. Just get the flow moving, get all the kinks out. Then sit down comfortably, and as your body settles, use your breath to bring your mind inward, easily and effortlessly, for about 5 minutes. And after you do that for 5 minutes, place your awareness on your heart for a few moments. That's your center of emotional well-being, and rest there. And when you take the few moments to rest there, ask yourself, what is it that I want? What have I come to do? And put those intentions, just settle them, the intention of finding gratitude and thankfulness, and that you're safe and healthy. Put that there, and just for a few moments. Sitting quietly like this before moving into the day's activity will be a setup for success. This is your time for tuning up your inner GPS for the day by setting your intentions that will serve to create a balanced state of mind. And when you make this effort, you'll find your day, as I mentioned, will be balanced and hassle-free. The obstacles will just really not even exist. In order to step into your true radiant power, your body and mind need to be able to handle more energy. And as I said, please join me February 1st for a 21-day event where I will deliver daily meditation and wellness tips to you. And that'll follow the theme in my new book, Return to Radiance. So you might want to have that on your stand when you do that. You might want to be able to refer to the things that I'm teaching. That's available on Amazon for those that don't have it. Sign up on susantaylor.org, as I said, and click on the events. And you could sign for a notification there, and I will be sending out an email prior for how to gain access to that event. In the next week's episode, I'll discuss the forces that challenge our mind and how to bring them under control. So we're working with bringing ourselves back home, bringing the mind back home so that we could have the confidence for this new year, stepping forward with enthusiasm and fearlessness. And that's the point, because there's nothing to be afraid of. And that brings us to the end of this episode. And if you'd like to be notified weekly for new podcasts, please subscribe and pass it along to friends that you may think will benefit. The Susan Taylor Podcast is available on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and TuneIn. Also on YouTube and susantaylor.org, where you click on the podcast to subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments or feedback, please contact me at susantaylor.org. I'd love to hear from you. And thanks again for listening. Happy New Year to everyone. And again, questions, comments, something you might want to hear, let me know. And until next time, remain calm, consciously aware, living in the moment.